Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead. Oh, there's still some more popping up. We're going to go ahead and get started. And the first thing I want to tell you guys to make sure, this is just kind of like a news alert. Make sure that you, when you sign up a new coach, you add them first into Team Heartwork. That's just, you know, our team. And then you are going to tell them that you're going to be adding them into the training group, and it's training, it's new coach training with Kate, Anna, and Deidre. Those are the 2 pages that you need to make sure you and all of your coaches are in. So if right now you're thinking, I don't know what she's talking about, then, you know, go request to be in. Those 2 groups will approve you. The next team pages up. I know Anna has a team page. So, you know, you guys under Anna, y'all will be in hers as well. But then there's Team Believe, there's Team Fitspiration, and there's Team TKO. Now, Caitlin and I personally do not add all of our new coaches into all of those groups right at the beginning because it's overwhelming. Like, I know in TKO there's so many posts every day that then you feel like you're, you know, kind of on overload with posts. And so I think, you know, what we're gonna be doing is waiting until after that 2-week training. Like once we've talked to them and they've gone through all of the training days, then we're gonna say, okay, now we're gonna add you into the rest of our team pages, just so you know, you feel more at home with us first and kind of get to know us. Now I know a few of you I did add into Team Believe because, you know, y'all wanted to be in that Push to Emerald group. So of course, you know, and that's just what we're doing. That's not what you have to do, but definitely Heartwork is our direct team. So make sure that's the one that you're putting your coaches in and that you're in. And then everybody needs to go through those 12 training days. Even if you've been a coach for 5 months, please take the time to, you know, go through those because we really tried to give y'all a lot of information. And I know that, like, I know the volume and stuff can get confusing, and it still might be even after the video, but it'll give you, you know, a better idea of some things. So anyway, just wanted to make that note. Okay, so tonight we're gonna go over kind of the stages of a coach. And the reason why I wanted to do this, because I've been talking with my coaches, and lately they're kind of feeling, they've been a coach for a couple, you know, several months, and they're kind of like, okay, where do I go from here? I'm kind of feeling, you know, maybe stuck or in a rut. And I think that's so normal. I started, you know, thinking back about my past year. And so I wanted just to share with everybody that, and then, you know, you can kind of know maybe how your journey will look also. Of course, it might be different, but know that you're not alone in that, I guess. So first, when you first sign up, you're going to be talking and hitting up your warm market. And you hear warm market. That just means your family, your close friends, your coworkers, the people that basically you could get them signed up without Facebook. You know, Caitlin and I last summer had, I swear to you, every person in our family at least doing it 1 month. I mean, it's not to say that those people have to stick with you forever, but I mean, we had our dad, our aunts, our cousin's boyfriend. I mean, they were all giving us a month because, you know, the biggest reason is that they trusted us. They know us. They saw what we were doing. They saw it was working. And so, you know, we got them on board with us. So as a new coach, that's who you go to first. I know that sometimes we get so wrapped up in like creating a like page that we want to jump to do that like page. But then, you know, you start with 0 followers on a like page. And Caitlin and I both did it, and we're both regretful of that, starting so soon with that like page. Give your regular Facebook time some time to like you to talk about it. And, you know, you're not becoming this like nutritionist overnight. You're learning still. I mean, there's still things I'm learning about. There's still things that Brian and I are looking up and researching and trying to, you know, learn more about different foods. And so you don't want to come across as this person that signed up to coach and now all of a sudden knows everything. But I mean, like pages are great. You know, we've gone over back and forth of them. And I'm not saying any of you are doing this. I'm just kind of giving examples. So you have your friends, your family, you have your warm market. Your first 1 to 2 to 3 months, you're on fire. You're rocking it. You're feeling like, yes, I can do this. I've got all these people with me. This is great. And then after kind of that time where you feel like you've reached all your family and friends, and it's kind of like, oh crap, who am I going to get now? That for me was about September, October last year. It was so hard. It was a struggle. I mean, I was feeling down. I heard this morning, I listened to Carl Deichler talk, and he was talking about that dip in anything, in your life, in your business, whatever. And, he was just saying that dip is the key time. You're feeling low, you're feeling like it could be frustrating, but you have 2 roads you can go down. You can quit because you're thinking this isn't working for me, or you can crawl your way up out of that dip. And as coaches, for us, like, all we have to do to crawl our way out of it is to be consistent and to stay consistent and to basically just not quit. So if you're, posting, if you starting as a brand new coach, even though you were hitting your warm market, you were sharing, you were posting your, recipes that you were trying, you were talking about the hard days and the good days, you were talking about your success stories, you were, giving transformations of yourself. You were doing all of those things and being consistent when it was good and easy. And then when you hit that dip, that's when you have to keep doing those things to be consistent, because the people that you don't know, the people that you're meeting, the people that you're growing, your Facebook friends list, you're meeting new people, you're adding new people to your social media. Those people are watching you. They don't know you yet. They don't trust you yet. They're not going to just jump on board. You may have a few that do that, and I have, but for the majority of people, they want to know, like, okay, is this girl real? Is she really into this? Is this something that's true? Is this a gimmick? This looks too good to be true. But if you're being consistent and you're staying in it every day, you're showing up even during that low time, even when maybe you have gotten no's for 3 weeks straight, you have not given up. And then you're going to see what's going to happen. People are going to start coming to you and they're going to say, hey, I've been following you for the last 3 months and it looks like what you're doing is real. Hey, I've been following you, since you started on your journey, and I think I'm ready. I mean, think about you personally. How long did it take you to contact your upline? If you were one of those people that saw one post and signed up, you're the exception. Okay, that is not normal. The majority of people research and wait and read about it. I know, just for instance, one person, I think she's on, but Karen Quinney, she and I talked about this in October, y'all. October. I told her I thought she would be a great coach. She loves health and fitness. Don't mention anything again. She just signed up 2 weeks ago, y'all. Is that 6 months? 6 months. And she told me that she thought about it when we talked about it in October, and then in December, January, really started reading and researching on her own. And just now then in April, did she say, okay, I'm ready? Like, y'all, that's normal. It takes people. So when you hear people say, be here in a year, give it a year, consistency is key, that's really like all that this is to it. Okay, so you come out of that, you're getting followers, you're good. That's kind of, for me, is the Success Club part of it. That's been like where I have been, my journey. And then I woke up one morning and I realized, like, I have not hit the goals I wanted to hit. I wanted to be diamond 3 months ago. I wanted to be doing this. I wanted to have this team underneath me. Why do I only have 3 coaches? And like, I kind of had this wake up call because like I felt good about my business. I was making, pretty good money. I had, fun challenge groups every month. I was feeling good about what I was doing. I was helping people. But when I thought about like the goals of what I wanted for this business, I felt like I was lacking. And, you know, you can, Caitlin can tell you, and so can Anna, because I can't tell you how many nights in November and December I was texting them saying, y'all, this isn't working for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not getting coaches. And then it hit me like a ton of bricks that I'm not doing anything to get coaches. Like, I was never talking about being a coach. I was never talking about the money that I was making. I wasn't talking about how fulfilling it made me feel. I wasn't sharing any of that. And I've been thinking about why, and really I think the main reason is because I didn't feel like I was far enough in my business personally to share those things. I wasn't realizing that even an extra $200 would be meaningful to people. Like, to me, I was thinking, unless I'm making this certain amount, nobody's going to care. Or unless I'm diamond, nobody's going to care. But what I didn't realize is that obviously I couldn't be diamond without a group of 8, people underneath me that all, had to start somewhere. So in January, I wrote down my goals. I wrote them down on a piece of paper and I stuck them up on my whiteboard that's right here in my room. And, I had this goal. I had, what I wanted to reach, but then it wasn't just you have this goal. I actually broke it down, and this is so funny, but I don't know how many times I've heard our uplines and I've listened to these Zooms say, you have to write down your goals. You have to have a plan. And I guess in my mind, I thought I was mentally doing that. All along I said, oh, I want to be diamond. Oh, I'm going to hit Success Club 10 every month. But I hadn't written it down to really I guess writing it down really made me see okay, you're not going to get that unless you're doing different things. So in January, I started posting stuff about coaches, and I got into a 60-day, a group, Push to Diamond group, kind of like what, a lot of you are in right now. And I really did what they said. I didn't just go through the motions. I had already been in a 60-day to Diamond group in the fall, but I wasn't really active in it. I wasn't, they told me to write down the goals. I didn't. I thought in my mind, I'm running a successful business, but I was, in a sense, I just wasn't getting the goals that I was wanting to get. So now that I started doing that, I'm realizing yes, you have to share that. But that doesn't mean you have to share it and post on every single thing. Join my team, be a coach with me, do this, do this, do this. So sometimes those just nonchalant hints will catch people. Everybody, we're all hosting and running challenge groups. We're all a part of challenge groups. Drop a little thing, comment in there saying I know Caitlin said she was posting today. We got a jacket for, was it Team Cup or something? Anyway, and she's like, y'all, look what I just got in the mail, free jacket from Beachbody just for, helping others. So that she never said, join my name. She never said, come talk to me if you want to coach. And that's the same thing you're going to do with your challengers. You aren't pressuring them. We're not salespeople, but people are attracted to the positive vibes that, you're putting out. And another thing that I realized recently, now that I, have been thankfully signing on coaches and getting people because I'm sharing that, is a coach is at Success Club points too, y'all. Coaches buy challenge packs and that gives you 2 points. So, I was so focused on just selling the challenge packs that I wasn't even connecting that if I would sign on a coach, that would also be giving me 2 challenge pack, 2 points, Success Club points. So that was kind of a little connection, too. So really, I know mine has been the course of a year, but we're doing things a little different. We're hosting Glimpse into Coaching groups, once a month. We are opening up challenge groups team-wide. So we're trying to, not that you have to do it faster or, whatever, but your stages of a coach might happen a lot quicker than mine did or Caitlin's did or, your friend or whoever. Everybody's journey is definitely going to be different, but everybody does have low times. Everybody has high times. And you may have more than one dip. You may, in a course of a year, have 4 times where you're like, oh my gosh, I can't get 5 or I can't even get 10. But I promise you, those are the times that if you keep pushing and keep plugging in, that you're going to be building those connections and putting those bugs in those people's ears for the, even for the next month. You're going to come out of those dips ahead and stronger because you were committing more. So that's kind of what I had for you guys. We wanted you guys to be able to ask questions. If you had anything that you were curious about, or anything you want to share, or whatever. I don't want to unmute everybody because it's really crazy loud if that happens, but you can unmute yourself, or if you have a question, just shake your hand or something.
I just unmuted myself. I'm not saying you're wrong, Deidre, because I know we've talked about this 100 times, but about the like page, I suggest starting it. I do, because if you don't, you're never going to, and the longer you wait, the longer it's going to take to build an audience. I suggest starting it, but I suggest not getting discouraged if it's not what you think it's going to be right away. It takes time to build, but if you don't start it now, it's just going to take time in a month,
But also, yeah, I know. It's like I go back and forth. But also, like, I feel like if you are going to start it, don't just post on there. You still have to be posting on your personal page.
Or tag your personal page. Don't share. Tag your personal page. Because, if I wouldn't have started mine right away, I can't imagine, it would have just taken that much longer.
I know.
That was a really good call, Deidre. I really agree. And, I listened to that Carl Deichler call last night. And one thing he said that really, really stood out to me was he said, he didn't say it, Lindsay Matway said it, but they said, if you were to walk into a restaurant right now and said, who's tried Beachbody? Who's tried Shakeology? He said maybe one person would raise their hand. So whenever you feel like discouraged, you feel like you're running out of people, you're not approaching people, who are you going to sell to? There's so many people in the world, so many people that still don't even know what Shakeology is.
For example, okay, so in April, that was my 11th month in this business, and I had 24 points. It didn't look like that, but I had 12 under my name and I put 12 under Brian. All 24 of those points were from Yoakum, Hallettsville.
New people.
Like that, literally, I'm like, how did you not hear, and some of them were saying, well, we've been following you, we've been too scared. But then other people were like, oh, we just saw this, we're curious about it. And I'm like, I've been doing this 11 months. How, it's just that I was baffled like all month long last month. It's just how many people there really are in the world. Like just Yoakum, there's 5,000 people in Yoakum. Yeah, we've hit 200, 300 of them. I mean, that's nothing.
Yeah.
So I know
Don't ever feel discouraged, because there's so many people in the world that need help and need that support. And they may have seen your post, but maybe your first post that you posted didn't really talk to them. Maybe they thought it sounded salesy, or they thought it sounded fake, so they didn't comment to you. But the more you post, the better you're going to get at posting, and maybe another post will relate to them. So, definitely don't get discouraged. Deidre, I'm not kidding you. I'm sorry, Deidre, but the first however many months of her coaching, I had to remind her over and over and over, it's okay, you're doing good, keep it up. She got so discouraged several times saying, I'm just not doing this, or I want to hit this or whatever. And I was telling her, just trust in this, calm down, you're doing fine. It was several times you were really, really down, but you go through it, and
I know. And it's like,
because you need someone that whenever you're low, they're high. And when you're high, when they're low, you want someone that you can motivate, because there's times Deidre motivates me too, because I just don't feel like posting, or I don't feel like working out. I mean, it's good to have someone cheering you on when you're not on your A game. And
Yeah. And I know the Success Club, the Success Partner video, the training video, there's a few of you in there who have mentioned this is what I suggest how you get one. It doesn't have to be like on day one, you have to have a partner, but like kind of fill out, start following or, become friends with everybody on our team and just kind of see who you think you maybe would make a connection with and just message them and be like, hey, do you have somebody you chat about this with? And kind of go from there.
One of my first months as a coach, Paige Castro, who's my upline, her sister-in-law messaged me and said, I'm just remembering this. She messaged me and said, do you want to be my success partner? And I said, what's a success partner? And she said, well, we'll keep each other accountable, blah, blah. And I wrote, I didn't want to be her success partner. And I don't know. I wrote back and I just said, I'm still so new at the business. I don't really know how I could help you. Like, I don't know. I didn't know.
Because you didn't realize what it was.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. But now I'm thinking, oh, that sounded so mean. Crap. But like, yeah, it's good. Even if you don't get along with them, they're going to think of things to say you don't think to say and opposite. So y'all are going to help each other. And that's nice. So
Yes.
Hopefully she doesn't ever see this video.
I know. Good God. Well, you should message her and tell her how sorry you are. Anybody have questions? Come on. Don't be shy. Bridget.
Unmute yourself.
Can you unmute yourself?
It's on the bottom left-hand side.
Unmute. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, I was messaging a girl that I invited into the Glimpse in a coaching group, and she sells Advocare.
Okay.
And honestly, I did tell a distributor, and I need to cancel because I haven't been buying stuff for a while now because I enjoy Beachbody products more. But anyways, she's asking me about having to do the fitness programs that Beachbody offers because she's really into CrossFit and yada, yada, yada. And I tried to explain to her she can still do her CrossFit thing, that I know there's tons of other coaches that like to do CrossFit. But
yeah.
I don't know how else to.
Okay. Well, first of all, like you can have 2 MLM businesses. This is from Beachbody. I'm not sure about what Advocare's policy is, but from Beachbody, you can have 2 businesses until you hit Diamond. And then once you hit Diamond, you have to choose. Like Beachbody will not let you continue selling, whatever else. And Advocare is a direct like competition. So definitely won't be able to do that. But yeah, there's plenty of CrossFit people. Basically, now with 21 Day Fix, like seriously, you can follow that meal plan and do any workout. So as long as she's drinking the shakes, she can be talking about her CrossFit journey, but then also sharing, other things, meal programs. And
she wants to be a coach.
She wants to be a Beachbody coach, but she's also doing so. But obviously she would stop doing Advocare products, or
probably
she still do both.
Do you think it'd be a good idea to invite her into one of my challenge groups, because she hasn't even been in a challenge yet, to just see what it's all about and how we coach? And
for me personally, I don't like to tell people not to do things. I don't like to say, don't do this, don't do that. I like for them to see for themselves and like show them our community, show them, whatever. I wish she would research the ingredients in Spark and Advocare products, because if you compare those to Shakeology, you can't force her to, but if she, if you could just suggest it and say, do whatever you want, but just know I got these results by following 20 Day Fix and Shakeology. I can't tell you the results you'll get if you do whatever you're going to do.
I don't know why don't you just tell her to sign up and, just as even a challenger, and it's, 30 days risk-free, then you can put her in a group.
It's more than 30 days. If you've ever ordered a challenge pack, you can go back and get your $39 back.
Oh, but but you know how
she didn't like it?
Oh, she didn't like shakes?
No, if she didn't like it.
Oh, if she didn't like it, yeah.
Okay. Thank y'all.
Any other questions?
Okay.
I have a question.
Go
Okay,
for it.
I know this is really random, and I've searched and searched, but some of the wording is kind of confusing. For Diamond, I know you have to have 8 personally sponsored coaches and then an emerald on each side. Does the emerald have to be a personally sponsored coach?
Yes.
Okay.
So 4 and 4, 4 coaches on your right, 4 coaches on your left, and then one of those 4 on your left and one of the 4 on your right have to be emerald, which means then they have to have 2 coaches on their own.
Right, and those emerald have to be personally sponsored.
Of their own. So like the 2 that are under your personally sponsored won't be yours. They'll be then their personally.
Right. But the emerald coach has to be one of my coaches.
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to message you and say, are you doing this on purpose? We're going to do all your other ones on the other side.
And then was that all?
Oh yeah, I just had that question.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes.
I have a question. So today I was looking at my graphical genealogy, and on my left side, which would technically be my weak side, I had a random coach. Do you know where that came from?
Well, that's going to be coming from your upline. So
No, she's saying that's her weak side.
on your weak side?
Yeah.
Do you have another coach? Yeah, you have another coach. So is it that coach's coach?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'll look.
It's Natalie Minahan.
That's Caitlin.
Huh?
That's one of my coaches that's been a coach for a long time. I'm gonna look.
I don't know how that would be possible because Caitlin, Natalie's on your outside right.
Yeah.
We'll look, Micah. That's weird.
Okay, I saw it today and I was like, I didn't think that was possible. And so I was asking my girls that I've signed up on that side, and they hadn't signed anyone up. And so then I looked, and that's who is her sponsor.
On your left side.
Uh-huh.
Well, but, on your left? Because, okay, KT's on my right, and then you're on
your
KT's
right.
Natalie's on my right.
So she could be but on your left. Are you sure you're left?
Yeah, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Okay.
Message.
That's wild. Okay.
Anything else?
Weird. I was going to tell y'all something Brian's doing because Brian is like ultra personal. Is that the right word? Private. Ultra private. Like he is not a sharer really at all. So, like some of our biggest things are because like I'm ready to like tell the world, and he's like, that's our business, and so like he wants to coach, and he's like he wants to jump on in and do everything, and he's been posting, but it's like he feels it's hard for him to like then message some, or like he doesn't want to like come on the wrong way. So what he's been doing is anybody that even they just like his picture, like he posted a picture about his challenge group, and he had a lot of people like the picture, and they could have liked the picture just because they thought our playground was cool, or they could have just liked it, he didn't know. So anyway, last night he went through and messaged he asked me if they were already one of my customers first, but then he went through and messaged like every person that even liked it and was like, hey, thank you so much for liking that picture. I'm going to be hosting a group. Have you ever heard of? And y'all, he has people that are like saying, like several people said they hadn't heard of it. A couple people were like, yeah, we've been thinking about, joining in. Maybe this would be a good time. And like, they didn't comment, they didn't message him, but they did like it. And I never think to like message the people that just like pictures, because I feel like, it's so easy to just hit like. They're not really reading it. Anyway, I was really proud of him. So like, that's another little thing you could do. What? Oh, I thought, Caitlin, did you say something? Yeah. Anyway, we'll see if anything comes out of it. Okay, so no more questions. I don't want to hold y'all. Okay, I'm gonna work on getting the recording. So if your coaches are not in here, tell them that there will be a recording. It might be posted, I don't know, tonight or tomorrow, just depending on how slow my internet is. And if y'all have anything that y'all really want us to have a Zoom over in the future, definitely don't hesitate to ask. Like, we're here to try to help with in whatever way we can. Okay? Have a good night.
Can you take a picture?
Oh, picture. What? Okay, ready? Cheese. Okay, I'll post that. Oh, let me do another one. I was holding my phone wrong. Okay, ready? Cheese. Hi, baby.
I'm working out with Daddy.
Oh, working out with Daddy.
I'm doing my tummies.
You're doing your tummies?
Hey,
Tell everybody hi.
hi.
Tell them you're doing it. Body beast.
I'm doing a body piece.
Louder.
I'm doing a body piece.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. You see Kate?
Mm-hmm. Where's her again?
Oh, Kate's off. Cutie pie. Stop recording.